Hello and welcome to my channel. So yeah, there's a video about the class balance, and it's pretty much an explanation about how all the stuff and all this new stuff works. There's on the community KBAM forum a thread about it. So yeah, it's pretty much out of this thread and from people that have played already. I personally don't really have the classes maxed, so I haven't really tried playing them. Like we have right now the Paladin here, and Paladin was already pretty okay before they rebalanced the classes. I don't really know why they balanced the Paladin again, but yeah, he got the sword. I mean, it got quite some DPS with CC armor. You could raise the defense against a little bit of damage, so it was quite okay. Paladin is usually played with defense ring, blah blah. So they increased the defense of the Paladin by 5 and decreased the dexterity by 5. That means it's like a CC, you take a little bit away of the dexterity and increase your defense. It's just not like as strong as as the CC, so it's a better ratio. But with the CC you can even more increase your defense, so in the end it's basically the same. To the heals there was just a little change with the heal, like it is healing but it isn't like instant healing, except that it's increasing the maximum HP by the specific whiz count. The more whiz you have, the longer it heals, and the higher will be your maximum HP increased, and the longer, of course. As far as I know, it's decreasing even the MP cost as long as you have more whiz. It makes pet even more OP. I'm not sure about that. I haven't tried it myself. So yeah. Um, so that is pretty much about the Paladin. The WisMod is increasing the duration of the ability most of the time, if not a little bit healing and stuff, since the duration of the Oreo is without maximum whiz, the average whiz or level 1 whiz, around 1.2 seconds maybe. And when it's going with max whiz, it should be around 1.8 seconds. If you're trying to increase your whiz, you should be able to increase it to 2 seconds, maybe more. I haven't tried by now, and I could try maybe with one day. So the next class will be the priest. I don't really have many tomes for the priest, so I just kind to show the tome of Holy Guidance. It's pretty much a party heal that insta heals, and then it's healing with 8.5 seconds. Right now my maximum whiz is not, so it will be longer for like 10.1 seconds. Maybe if you increase your wisdom, you can even put it longer out, but it's not really needed. It's increasing the party heal too by instant, 7 squares. So, and it gives you speedy for 2.1 seconds at 63 whiz. It will be later at like 2.3 seconds with max whiz. And yeah, with whiz rings, whatever, and the robe may go a little bit more up. That's pretty much about it. With the pet you can even pretty much permanent speedy you. Of course, with the not max whiz, it's most likely not working perfectly, but yeah, it's quite okay. The priest got also the change on the weapons that every weapon except the UT ones are piercing. I'm just gonna show it off a little bit. It's quite a good change. The only thing I don't like about it is that C1 is not piercing anymore. It's breaking, like going through the armor piercing. And well, it's one way okay for tombs, but it doesn't really have more uses than the tomb or specific things that you have to just do to make DPS to a specific enemy. The shots are very slow, so it's hard to aim at something, so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much. If you have like in the legends, the legends with the priest, there is a dead priest in the legends with, so you can see 1.2 seconds it can increase, blah blah, and later, yeah, it gives -4 defense. They're a little bit item changed, but yeah, The tome it is the usual one if you're max with normal items like Great Sword or I think you get up to 6.6 seconds, and the HP heal will be on 6 spheres even higher, I guess. About the range, I don't really know if it's like that. So maximum damage of the normal ones are reduced by 5. The crystal one, as you can see, ignore defensive target, as I said already. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much about the priest. They are yeah, the base attack was increased. So if you're making a level 1 priest, I'm not gonna show that, you will not have to as soon as you make a level 1 priest. It should be like a 12 attack or something like that, like right at the start. Maybe the maximum attack, I don't know, I haven't really looked. Nope, only the base attack, so if you're making level 1, then you will have more attack. And, well, the maximum cap for speed and dexterity were increased by each one 5. So you will be faster and have a little bit more dex. That's, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's pretty much about the priest. Now we get to the mystic. I don't have any orbs for the mystic, but I can explain it halfway. I made one yesterday, but I don't really have stuff for him. Still poor. Yeah. So the mystic got max security increase. So there's two guys with the berserk stealth buff on light tiered orbs. So it's pretty much the berserk is faster if you have more dex, blah blah. So Mystic had some many tests. There were some really OP things in testing. I guess I can talk about it since it's definitely not coming. That we had an orb that was not statusing but paralyzing, stunning and stuff enemies, and it was stackable. Like you could do it as often as you wanted, and it just costed like 50 MP, so it was permanent. That was quite hilarious. So there were a lot of strange stuff on the testing server, but well, they made a kinda. I don't really agree with this curse. If you're statusing like with the WisMod, you can status nothings for even longer than 10 seconds. That means troll mystics are even worse now. So yeah, and the other thing is the curse. The curse is pretty much increasing damage of every shot, not only from yours, by 50%. That's fucking hilarious. It's making like warriors and knights will have now even more DPS than they had before, and stuff will be even more steamrolled than before. I mean, stuff is already getting massively steamrolled. It's really not needed. So the curse is not a bad idea, but it was brought in at the wrong point. And yeah, so you don't have to status the enemy mob for cursing. You have to be in a specific range. It's not on this tier 1 orb, but it's later on the orbs. And if you do it right, you will not status the enemy, but you will curse it, and you will be able to do more of the damage. Even if it's stackable, you can with one orb give yourself a berserk, and with the other one, like you curse the enemy, the curse gets up there, and then you berserk yourself. You can stack that like for 6 seconds straight, and it's pretty hardcore. Like you can increase your attack madly if you do it right, with the right pad of course. So the curse range and duration is affected by the wisdom modifier, where status is not. Status needs a general effectiveness of range to be used by skilled players. So status is, well, it's not really for skilled players, but skilled players will have an easier time with the status from Mystic. So yeah, Berserk is at like to tier 5 and tier 6 skills in order to better to give a better edge in certain situations. Priest got like with the new abilities he can take with the protection tome pretty much that he can armor himself for 6.6 seconds, then he can instantly switch to his speed tome and can run around armored, and you can do it over and over again. You can do it permanently if you have the right pad for it, so it's kinda OP. But it maybe, yeah, it's controllable. Like, I think there should be a few more changes. The priestess, yeah, it's kind of okay now. I mean, with the protection tome, the WisMod with the protection tome is kinda okay. And yeah, that's pretty much about the class balance. I will link in the description a thread on pretty much the changes as I say them right now, and to Pfiffel's DPS calculator, so you will see the maximum of the abilities. If you raise your wisdom, blah blah blah, then you will see how much of the stuff we will see, what it will cost in wisdom, I mean in mana, and how long the duration will be. So yeah, take out the description, and thank you for watching.